Hey everybody, this is Arturo from Artina Studio with a new video in my Battle with Addiction series. In this series of videos I talk about how last year I started fighting or battling more determinately my addiction to pornography. In so doing, I'm working on this fantasy story called Jason versus Giants, or Jason contra Gigantes in Spanish, and I'm releasing these videos as often as I can. If I can on a weekly basis, that's what I do. But if I can't, then you just have to wait a little bit. Anyways, it's been a couple of weeks since the last video. This particular video talks about overcoming wrath. Like I said, in the story of Jason versus Giants, the giants that he battles are different representations of the seven deadly sins. You can see the other videos for the other sins that I've done so far. And in this particular one, the character, he's like a sailor, you know, like the villain. The villain in this case, he's a grubby, like medieval / modern type sailor that transforms into this giant, like Alaskan king crab from hell. You know, like this monstrous beast. Anyways, and the way it relates to what I went through last year as I took the rehabilitation course called Libres in Cristo, or Free in Christ, that helped me battle the addiction to pornography, is how it relates to wrath is after I confessed to my wife what I had done over the years, like the different sexual immorality that I had committed. I went through a period of time where I was really angry with everything. You know, basically, I was angry at when you're full of wrath. You start lashing out. You start trying to peg the responsibility on somebody else. And for instance, I was angry at my parents. I was angry at my grandparents. I was angry at everything around me. You know, when you're trying to victimize yourself, you lay blame on anyone else except yourself. You know, I was angry at because I had understood this whole thing, that it can be a generational thing. You know, so you start blaming, like I said, either my parents or my grandparents or whoever came before me for like generational curses or something like that. You know, like for instance, if an alcoholic has an alcoholic dad, you know, he uses that as an excuse. You know, oh, well, my grandfather was an alcoholic, so well, I'm an alcoholic, so I can't really fight that. And that's not necessarily true. I mean, there are tendencies that people can have, like a history of addiction in a family, but the way I came to terms, and I don't really blame my grandparents or my parents or whoever, because I was just angry at myself, you know, and I started lashing out at everybody else, but because at the end of the day, you know, yes, our grandparents have made mistakes, or whoever has come before us has made their share of mistakes. Nobody's perfect, but at the end of the day, I was the one that made the decision to watch the pornography that I watched for years and years and years. Nobody put a gun to my head. Nobody forced me to do it. And at the end of the day, I had to take responsibility for my actions. I had to admit to what I did. Yes, that was one step. And another huge step was forgiving myself, for all the different mistakes I made. And that's really hard, That's about the toughest thing, because you have to forgive yourself to receive forgiveness as well, So that was a huge step forward for overcoming my anger, And if you look it up, the direct opposite to anger or wrath is patience, And like I mentioned before, I've had to come to terms with the concept that this is everyday thing. This is a process. This is something I have to be wary of on a daily basis. I can't rest on my laurels and just think that, hey, it's over and done. It's overcome. That's it. It's very, in that mentality, it's very easy to relapse. To fall back into my old habits. And that's why you have to stay patient, believe that God has helped you out. I have to believe that God has healed me of this. I can't keep really identifying with the addiction. Oh yeah, I'm an addict. No. Yes, this is something that I have a problem with, but I don't identify myself with that anymore, And I have to identify myself as a son of God that's doing the best he can, and with the people around me helping me out, praying for me, and staying on the right path. Anyways, this is the final image. As you can see, the character is full of rage. I'm happy with how it came out. It's been a while since I did one of these. Anyways, that's the end of the video. If you want to check out more videos in the series, click on the links. Subscribe to the channel. If you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Stay tuned for more videos in the series. Stay strong, keep creating, keep creative. Bye-bye.